Hello and welcome back to Well Played, presented by theSkimm. I'm Caroline Hendershot.
And I'm Blake Morgan. Caroline, girl,
ma'am,
how are you doing? I feel like
I
haven't heard an update from you, at least on air, in a while.
I mean, we're like in the trenches and it's only week 4 of NFL season, but we're in the trenches, you know?
But what about your
personal life?
Personally.
How are you? That's a loaded question.
How much time you got?
I'm kidding. Although my therapist is on maternity leave. I'm just kidding.
Happy for her.
I'm so happy for her, but like, come back.
She needs a substitute.
Yeah. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm good. I feel like nothing crazy new in my life going on. I will say I just like have been here, there, and everywhere. It's just like the fall really does.
It's back to school season.
It does not stop. Like
Yeah.
it's go, go, go. So I'm not doing anything this weekend because we have Monday Night Football, the Jets. So I'm like so excited to like deep clean my apartment, just like the small things. So very, very excited for that.
Good. That's
What about
great.
you?
I'm great. I wanted to call out my shirt today. It says misbehaved.
Cute. I love that.
The reason why I call it out, and on the back it says girl.
Obby.
Am I misbehaved or am I misbehaved? You know what I mean?
You're misbehaved.
Yeah. So I'm behaved.
Yeah.
Anyway, I wanted to call it out because it is from Wet Seal. Do you remember that store?
No.
That's crazy.
Is that like a Hot Topic vibe?
No.
sorry.
It was like, wait, Amanda is in the room with us. Former host Amanda. Do you know what Wet Seal is? Okay. So
What did I live under?
it was
rock?
just like a suburban mall thing. I don't
Okay.
know. It was a store and they sold just like the most Y2K shit you could imagine.
Okay.
Hence misbehaved.
Of course.
And I wish they would bring it back. This is my public plea to bring back Wet Seal. I stole this shirt from my mom.
Do you remember at what year you bought that?
It was my mother, so I don't know.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to guess like 2006, 7.
I thought you were gonna say like, oh, I bought this when I was younger, and you still fit into it. And I was gonna say that's a hate crime. Why are you doing that to me
This
right
is
now?
my mother's.
Okay, my mother.
My mother's.
Love that.
And then I wanted to tell you about my Sunday ritual. I think you already know about it though, but I want everyone to know about it.
Okay, let's hear it.
So indulge me. My Sunday ritual now is to watch football every Sunday with my best friend.
Incredible.
But not only watch football, we're also watching at least 3 episodes of Gilmore Girls.
Love.
So that's like 7 hours of TV.
It is a lot, but like that's my kind of day.
Yeah.
I love it so
and
much.
it's I just like look forward to it so much. And
Yep.
I just, encourage people.
Where are you at in Gilmore Girls?
I'm literally only like episode 4.
Okay. Well, we're
Rory
making
already started
progress.
at Chilton.
Okay. Yep.
She started at Chilton.
Yeah.
Lots of, kerfuffles with Emily and Lorelai. But I'm liking it a
Okay.
lot.
We'll dive deeper into Gilmore Girls because I have so many thoughts on it.
That's
But as it
to
gets
me like
later.
not positive thoughts.
No. Just like lots of thoughts.
Okay.
Positive and negative.
I'm here currently. You can tell me this take will age well or not.
Yeah.
I'm currently here for Rory and her grandpa's relationship.
Oh, always. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's just like so, and it just like hits close to home. You know? I'm
Right?
like, ugh, I love that.
Yeah.
I will say this is totally off topic, but I just have been seeing it everywhere lately. Matthew McConaughey has been going around saying that like the best thing for his and his wife's marriage has been sleeping in a queen size bed, and I'm here to say that man is a liar because I recently got a king size bed because we moved into our new apartment. And I have literally never loved Scott more than when we started sleeping in a king size bed.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah,
Because
totally.
so many couples end up like not sleeping in the same bed.
Also, the
All you
man
need
is a human incinerator who sleeps next to me. It is so much more pleasant for both of us to not be on top of each other.
You need in a king size bed, you really could fit 3 people. And so when you don't have that,
easily.
you could. So
Yeah.
when you don't have that third person, it's like everybody's happy.
Yeah,
I
you
think
have
it's the
your
key to a
personal
long-
twin size bed.
queen bed. I don't know. Maybe
But if there is a third party that needs to come in, there's plenty of room.
Third parties coming into your bed is what I'm hearing. Okay. Well, on that note, thank you for tuning in this week. Please check out the full length video on YouTube.
Yes, please.
Subscribe on Apple, Spotify. Follow us on Instagram, CG Hendy, BL888
You betcha. And make sure
Sean is probably still really mad that I never changed
No,
it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Keep it forever. And also make sure you stick around for the entire episode because we have CBS Sports reporter Amanda Balionis here to tell us all about Ryder Cup. And for those of you who are not in the golf world, that's happening this weekend at Bethpage Black, which is a golf course on Long Island. So it's going to be interesting.
tuned.
Yeah. Alrighty, shall we dive in?
Let's dive.
Okay, diving. Okay, let's play the field. We begin playing the field with Mr. Harry Styles winning, of course, at life yet again, because not only does he have the girl, Zoe Kravitz, he just ran a PR for his marathon. And I'm not saying like casual PR. I'm talking like 25-minute PR.
Shaved right off.
What the hell is he doing?
Yeah.
Is he taking steroids?
I don't know if steroids would really.
I don't either.
Did I just say steroids?
Steroids? I think he's taking PEDs. Sorry, performance enhancing drugs.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
He definitely isn't. But like,
He's
what?
not. I know. Well, also Berlin. Okay. I looked up like how
Berlin's the
difficult-
best, right?
It's like flat.
It's the flattest, yeah.
Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah. Sorry, Ann.
But also it was really hot that day. Like I know several people who ran it who did really poorly because they were so unprepared for how hot it was going to be. So
and so
I
then
think
he
it kind
just
of like
rips
equals
off
out
a 25-minute PR.
I know.
For context, the last marathon he ran, he was running a 7:47 average pace mile. This one was a 6:49.
That's disgusting.
For 26 miles. Actually,
I don't even think I could run 1 mile.
I
at
would be
6:50.
deceased. Yeah, same. Also, like, I've done hard things for 4 years of my college career. I'm done working out hard.
Yeah.
I'll do
I like that.
kind of hard, but like things that make me hate what I'm doing, no, I'll pass.
So you're not here for his marathon era.
Well, good for him. Couldn't be me.
You were like,
That's
why
all
is he
I'm
so
saying.
bored? I remember you said that, and I was like,
Yeah.
I just feel like if I was rich as hell and had nothing else, yeah, sure, why not push my body to the limits?
Would you? I would like
I would
sit in bed all
I would
day.
because when you like train for a marathon, you gotta have all the time in the world. He's rich, he's handsome, he's already got the girl.
Yeah.
Why not like throw in a time-consuming hobby? I don't know.
I guess. I
Some
don't
people
know.
bake. He runs marathons.
Yeah, there would be
Anyway,
other things I would
he
do.
did run the marathon as a fake name under a pseudonym.
Oh.
Stead Sarandos, which I think was a nod to the Netflix, I think, CEO, Ted Sarandos.
Okay, interesting.
Random name.
Very.
I was like, if this was Taylor Swift, she would definitely pick something. She would pick like an Easter egg.
Yeah,
name.
of course. Yeah. It would be so
would be like her
complex.
first child's-
No, it would be like something happening in like 30 years that she's planning out.
Oh, she's got a team for that. I forgot.
Yeah. But what would your fake name be for the marathon?
You know, I don't know what mine would be, but it does remind me, my friend in high school, when she was thinking about getting a fake ID, she was like, I want my fake name to be Natasha Shabatsky. And I'm like, where did you come up with that?
Also,
like,
not
I don't
an
know.
easy one. Also,
I don't know.
Also, to like whip out that spelling when you're not
know.
used to it, drunk.
I know.
Impressive.
I know. Shout out to you, Bridge. Her name is Bridget.
I think I was really scared about changing my name on my fake ID because I thought, ooh, I had
yours
heard
would
all
be-
the things about like identity theft. Identity theft is not a joke, Jim.
Who is Jim?
It's an office.
Yeah, I kind of didn't watch all The Office. I'm sorry.
Okay, get
Anyway,
out.
Okay.
Okay.
Will Harry be at the New York Marathon, do we think?
I
it's
think-
too soon?
I think it would like make too much sense if he was because he's been doing all of like non-US marathons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like NYC is so big, maybe he's purposely not doing it. But I would love to see him there, Obvi.
Well, we're going to be there again.
Signs
I just made that
galore.
decision for us right now, actually.
You know what one of our signs should be? It should be something about if you're Harry Styles, please stop here and give me a smooch or something like that.
Kissing and shaking hands, as Caroline likes to say.
Exactly. It's just shaking hands. Okay. I will also say very cushiony sneakers he was wearing. That was
Oh, I looked into them.
controversial.
They're $295.
$295.
Does that sound like a lot to you for like marathon shoes? To me, I was like, yeah, I would buy them.
I feel like it's definitely on the higher end, but also like not the most insane price I've seen for sneakers. For like running sneakers. Because like there's the carbon plated ones that apparently like absorb your
These
bounce
ones
a
have
little
a
bit more.
built-in carbon fiber plate.
Yeah, those absorb your bounce more so they keep your legs fresher, quote unquote.
These also have 2 air zoom units. Don't ask me what that means.
What the hell?
It just makes you run really fast.
Okay.
Really quick mention of Cardi B. We actually weren't even going to talk about this because it's like sort of old news, but she's pregnant.
She's pregnant. Stephon Diggs, hello, what's going on? But the bigger news, the bigger tea there is that she's going on Call Her Daddy.
Yeah.
By this time tomorrow, we
this time
will
tomorrow.
be watching
Oh my
Miss
God.
Girl. And she's wearing a Patriots
The
jersey.
only way you could tell it was her is because of the Patriots jersey in the promo and her laugh.
Kind of like that.
That was actually kind of good.
Thanks. Give me your imitation.
I know. I was like, do I have
Don't
to do
be
it
shy.
now?
That was pretty good. It's like a little higher pitched or something.
Yeah, I have a
We'll
deep
workshop
voice.
it.
I have a boy
But
voice.
anyways, I'm excited just to see what she says about baby Stephon, because Stephon has been very tight-lipped about it.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what she shares, if she shares that kind of vibe.
Also, there's like a lawsuit filed against Stephon Diggs about his alleged other baby that he has.
Yeah, there's a lot going on with
We're not going to get into it now because we don't have time.
Yeah.
But just
But
know that's the
we'll
thing. I wonder
recap
if she's
next
gonna talk
step
about it.
Yeah. So we'll see what's going on. Shall we get into the pretty boys?
I want to talk about the pretty boys.
We love the pretty boys,
Okay, I know it was chaotic week for them.
to say the least.
Can you just, though, start with a shout out to the backup QBs in the building?
Yes. We had 5 pretty boys that were usually on the bench. They were starting the games this week. So Jake Browning for the Bengals started back up to Joe Burrow, none other than. Then we had Mac Jones starting for the 49ers, Tyrod Taylor for the Jets, then Marcus Mariota for the Commanders, and Carson Wentz for the Vikings. 3 out of the 5 of them came out with a win.
Which one's the cutest?
Oh, this is such a good question. I think I'm gonna play a home team favorite. I'll go Tyrod Taylor. Yeah.
Are you just being nice to your team?
A little bit, but also I also
I'm
love
gonna
him
say
as
by
a
names
human.
alone, Marcus Mariota. He sounds like he's gonna like whisk me away on a Vespa.
He's also very cute. But between the two of them, I was like, I'm gonna go with the home team. Okay, so it was probably the craziest week in football in a while, and this is
we say that every week.
No, but like this is like true witching hour of the NFL happened at like the last 4 minutes of every single game today. This weekend. It was Crazy Town, USA. I will say there were 4 blocked field goals and 4 walk-off field goals.
Walk-off field goals?
Yeah, so like clock's ticking down all the way to 0 and they kick it to win it.
And then they walk off.
Exactly. Just as it sounds. And so that was like crazy. That hasn't happened. 4 blocked field goal attempts in the fourth quarter was the most in a single day since at least 1978.
Whoa, that's actually crazy.
So it was a wild day. So there were 4 blocked field goals, as I said. 2 were blocked by the Eagles, 1 blocked by the Jets, 1 blocked by the Browns. And the walk-off field goals happened with the Bucs, the Browns, the 49ers, and the Chargers. Obviously, the Jets one was Crazy Town.
I know. That was the one game I was, because I was with my dad this weekend.
It was nutso butso.
I missed that. I missed that play, though.
But essentially, like one of our defensive linemen hopped over the line. Didn't touch anyone while doing so, because otherwise that would have been a flag. Hopped over everyone on the line of scrimmage and then got up, blocked the punter, and then picked up the ball because it ricocheted off his hands, picked up the ball, scooped, and scored. And that put them up 1 point with 1 minute and 30 or 50 seconds to go. But don't worry, that was still enough time to not seal the deal. However, I will say the biggest storyline coming out of this was the Eagles game, because the Rams were beating the Eagles all game. Jalen Hurts was PO'd on the sideline. At one point, he's like yelling at his offensive coordinator. Not great vibes. People think that he just like took control of calling the plays in the second half because they looked that much better.
Oh my God.
But their defensive tackle, Jordan Davis, who is over 330 pounds, blocked the field goal and scooped it up and ran over 60 yards to score a touchdown. He reached a top speed of 18.59 miles per hour, which is the fastest speed by a player over 330 pounds since at least 2017.
What the fuck? They track this?
Next gen stats, baby. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
What?
And Big Boy was huffing and puffing. He also looked like very fast. I was
good for him.
How the way in which these big men, these large humans, like the way they move their body, I'm like, you are an athletic freak. Like, it's insane the way in which they are that athletic. Because
under all that, you know what I mean?
Under all that, like, applause. Jordan Davis, applause. We love that for you. There was a video of Jalen Hurts on the sideline where everyone's like freaking out as Davis is scoring the touchdown. Stone cold.
He's like, it's not over.
He was like, I think it was one of those games where he was like, we did not deserve to win that game.
He went coach mode in that. That's like a coach mentality.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
or a serial killer, one of the two. But guess we'll never know.
He's still my favorite.
Okay, in other news, kind of more exciting off the field news, the WAGs are defrosting. It's week 3. They've had their time to get weeks 1 and 2 under the belt. They're defrosting. Simone Biles, she attended the Bears game with her former teammate Suni Lee.
I've been loving Simone's
fits. Okay, yes, because you know what? They're understated.
Yes.
And still fashion forward.
And still custom.
Yes.
You know, because she always stunts with something that says her man's name on it.
Yeah, so this
Jonathan
week
Owens.
it was her tall boots. But like her outfit is still fashion forward, and it's just like with a little touch, a little sprinkle of the fandom. I think that her and Kristen, Juszczyk should collab. Love that.
Like,
love that idea.
Line.
Yeah.
I love the custom stuff. It's so cute. They also did a TikTok, the two of them with the Kardashian sound that we did a TikTok with recently, where it's like
They copied us, you're saying?
Huh?
So you're saying they copied us?
We influenced them.
Us in particular.
They saw it.
Of course.
They saw it on our TikTok and they just ran with it. And I get it. Like, we're kind of a big deal in here. But please, Simone, give us credit. I also saw Olivia Culpo.
Oh my God.
With a little baby.
Okay. First of all, Colette, who's
I love that name. Classy.
Who's technically CMC Junior because Colette McCaffrey, Christian McCaffrey. She was so cute. She was literally dressed in like a full-blown uniform of
her dad.
Of her dad, which was so cute. And the TikTok that Olivia Culpo posted actually made me like her more than I ever have in life because she was so real.
Yeah.
She was like, I was going to wear this corset top of Christian Juszczyk's.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it. It doesn't fit me. Also, my boobs, I'm breastfeeding.
She's
gotta
like, I
have easy access. Which love that. She put on the jeans. She was like, oh, these are really tight.
But I like that she said she was like really tight, can't wear it yet.
Yes.
She's like, maybe one day.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be today though.
No. She's like, when I saw her in jeans, I was like, holy shit, this woman just gave birth. Yep. And she's in jeans, goddamn. Then she was like, I'm wearing this coat. I know a lot of you are going to say like, oh my God, it's too hot, whatever. She was like, I'm wearing it because I'm a little self-conscious about the stomach area.
So
and I was like, you are so real.
Yeah.
This is what people want. Like, I get it. We all have these thoughts. And obviously we're all our harshest critics. But like, especially postpartum, that's freaking tough.
I know. It means a lot for someone like her to.
And you're coming off of being like a supermodel where it's always like thin, like as skinny as you can get. So obviously there's that overarching pressure, like no matter what with her. So I'm just like, obsessed with her.
Brownie points. Love that.
Like extra brownie points. She was great.
Also, did you notice that in the Get Ready With Me video she did, she like pulled her earrings out of a little tin?
Oh, like the travel case kind of thing?
I don't even know if it was a travel case. It looked like she was at her house.
It looked like it was like a travel case, but yes, she was definitely at her house.
Still, it's like, okay, she's got $1 billion and she still is pulling her earrings out of a tin just like me.
Relatable.
You know what I mean?
Relatable. Yeah.
Little things.
Also, like mine are like one's there and one's across the room. Yeah, it's not great. But loved that from her.
Okay, I loved that Anna Hall, casual like world champion. Exactly. World track champion.
Yeah.
Say that 3 times fast.
She
defrosted in a different way.
She's such a girl crush of mine.
Really?
I am friends with her sister, Kara, because she went to Michigan. She played tennis at Michigan, her sister. But I like have such a girl crush on her. I think Anna Hall is so insanely athletic and so beautiful and looks like and just seems so down to earth and so nice, whatever. She's dating Darius Slayton on the Giants.
Yeah, and he wore a t-shirt with her, like those custom shirts that said like Anna, and they're like all these images of her like doing hurdles and running and just like posing in her track outfit.
Yeah.
And why did he do that? You sent me this social post.
Okay, so which I'm so obsessed with.
Besides like supporting his girlfriend, obviously.
Right.
But like he was manifesting here.
Okay, yeah, but this is like what I'm talking about. Get you a man who believes in you more than you believe in yourself, because sometimes like obviously we're not the most confident 100% of the time. I like to think of myself as confident, but then in those moments where I'm like not feeling it, Scott is like always there to be like, shut it down. You're gonna get it. You're gonna do great, whatever. You're gonna crush it. So you need that. And frickin' she posted the screenshot of their conversation between her and Darius. And she's like, also, Darius, where did you get that shirt? And
Because he pulled up to the field with it.
Yes. And she won on Saturday night and he shows up on Sunday night with like a custom shirt. And he goes, I made up my mind like 2.5 weeks ago that you were going to win. And I know I'm never wrong. So I had it made that it would be ready in time for when you won.
Aww.
And I was like, oh my God, obsessed. So it was just
adorable.
like so perfect.
Yeah.
I couldn't get over it. Also, I'm like, Scott, why haven't you made a shirt with my face on it yet?
Oh, absolutely. And we should note that she took home the title in Tokyo over the weekend with the heptathlon.
Heptathlon.
There we go. I miswrote it in our script.
Hep is 7. Decathlon is 10.
Wow, Geo with trigonometry. Come on, that's
sorry.
not true.
It's like literally Latin. It's fine.
And it made her the first U.S. athlete to take home the title since 1993.
Yes, and last Worlds she. I can't remember if she got injured or if she just like didn't place in like the top 3, but she was really down bad after last Worlds. And so she posted a picture being like, future me is hugging me right now, like so proud of her or whatever. So it was just really sweet.
Moving away from the WAGs and onto the WNBA, because there was a huge story this weekend, which is that Miss Asia Wilson of the Las Vegas Aces won league MVP for the 4th time in her career.
Throw your
Mind
fours
you,
up.
she's been playing in the league for 8 years, which means she's been MVP for half of her career.
When you put it like that, it's crazy.
I know. And
That's
she's
insane.
she's like 29 years old.
Yeah,
she's your age, right?
First of all, don't age me. Second of all, I'm younger than that, God damn it. But no, she's like a spry little chicken. So,
Yeah. And it was so cute the way that she found out because Kathy Engelbert and her boyfriend,
oh yeah,
Mr. Bam.
Wait, this was great. Yeah.
Yeah. So they showed up to the practice facility and she was like, oh, I'm going to go surprise Asia with the league MVP award, whatever. And so she walks into her practice and she's with all the girls, you know, on her team. And she's just like, Asia. And Asia knows immediately what's going on.
Like
She's
almost starts crying.
Yeah. And then she barely sees Bam, honestly.
Yeah.
Because he like goes to hand
He
her
hands
the
it to
award.
her. She takes it and she's like crying.
She doesn't even give him a peck, I thought.
But you know what? Love the awareness from him because he backed
Yeah,
up.
he was like, let
and
me
he
have
was
her
like,
moment.
I'm going to give her her moment. Not taking it personally. It's just like you're overwhelmed in the moment.
I know. And her dad was there.
So
and
sweet.
the dad and the coaching staff all wore the wigs.
Love.
Wig.
Love
Do you
it.
have wigs? Do you know what that's from?
What?
It's a reference for other times.
Okay.
That was Lord of the Rings thing.
I was going to say,
actually.
oh God, get out of
Oh
here.
my God.
Okay,
hater
Andrew
alert.
Hendershot. Jesus. But no, it was really sweet and I just loved the moment.
Yeah. She was like, she said 2 quotes that actually really stuck out to me. She said, you know, the award has my name on it, but it's all of us, referring to her team. There's no award without each and every last one of you guys. And then on the more relatable side, she was like, I was a young girl that didn't even like the sport. I didn't want to play. I don't like to sweat.
Yeah.
But now my name's in the history books forever.
Like real.
Yes, it is, Asia.
Way to be real.
Yes, it is.
Okay, we also have a little bit of breaking news out of New York Liberté. Would you like to share with the class?
We lost our head coach.
Who is we? Blake is on the team. I don't know if you were aware. Would you like to give a little more context?
Sandy Brondello, the
Yes.
coach, the head coach of the New York Liberty.
And-
after they did not make the semifinals.
Right, but they made the playoffs.
They did make the playoffs. They won last year. They won. They took home the whole chip last year.
So people were very surprised.
Of course, I was
Yeah.
surprised.
Yeah.
And I was like, why in New York basketball we lost Tibbs, now we're losing
know.
Sandy?
Well, I think
Why?
it also just goes to show you how high the standard of New York
But
basketball
why does
is.
this happen?
Because
Why, Caroline? Why?
everyone needs a scapegoat. Hello. Yeah. So like, I think it's very real that when you don't achieve the goals that you are set out to achieve, especially if you win, like everyone's like, okay, win again, show your dominance, whatever. Someone's getting fired. Not always is it the head coach, but someone's getting fired. So
I'm pretty depressed
changes have
about
to
it.
be made.
I don't think the fans in the New York Liberty subreddit are very happy about it either.
I mean, I haven't checked the subreddit.
Haven't dipped my toes in there yet.
No, but
Just yet.
I think I trust you on that one.
And you know what's even more tragic is that her husband is also potentially losing his job because he's an assistant coach for the Liberty. Isn't that crazy?
That is an interesting
And I feel like usually
dynamic.
when the head coach goes and they bring someone new and it's like obviously
they
that
get
coach
a whole new staff.
They're gonna want to hire
Yeah.
whoever they want to hire. You know what I mean? So
That's
unemployed,
tough.
the two of them.
Yeah. Tough to be in that household today. Yeah. Okay. Well, wishing them the best and the Liberty the
Brondellos.
best. Okay. As far as where things stand for the WNBA playoffs, the Lynx are up against the Mercury and the Aces are against a Caitlin Clark-less Fever for best of 5 games in the semifinals. Blake, do you have a favorite team right now?
I kind of want the Fever to take it to the finals.
Because
I just want them to win without Caitlin Clark.
and just show them like, hey, we still
It's just
are who
it's
we
not
are.
even about.
They also have a
it's-
ton of injuries, so like I would love that for them too.
It's not even about like showing the team that they can do it without her. It's more just like showing the motherfuckers in the comment section who are always like,
Totally.
this team is only relevant because of Caitlin Clark. Like, no, that's not true. She hasn't played for the majority of the season.
Yeah.
And look how far they've gotten. You know what I mean?
Also, just like I know this is kind of off topic, but it's not. The Front Office Sports was posting about like just the viewership of the WNBA and how actually the like 57% of the youngest demographic is actually young boys who are watching the WNBA, which I thought that was very interesting too. So it's like, I don't know, it just goes to show that even without Caitlin Clark, the numbers are still there.
Yeah.
It's like everyone's making it a big deal of like,
Yeah.
oh, no one's watching it without her. It's like, no, I think
And they're
that
like, oh,
I
only
think
women
that
are
they
watching.
are.
Come
yeah,
on.
yeah, exactly.
Wait, do you have a favorite real quick?
I will go with the Mercury. Why not? Just
Okay.
literally threw a dart at the board. I wanted to be different than you because
Okay.
I like the Fever too.
And the Lynx and Aces, too good.
Yeah, no. Too good. Let's move on to college football.
Please.
So this is classic. Jordon Hudson, Bill Belichick, still going strong, don't you worry. They went viral over the weekend after Jordon was seen talking to Bill on the sidelines ahead of UNC's game against UCF. And of course, internet was a buzz. There was also this insane AI video where like they're kind of whispering to each other in real life. And then in the AI video, it's like they're whispering. And then all of a sudden they start making out.
Like she literally jumps on him.
And then, and then he like picks her up and twirls her around. And I was like, okay, so when I first saw the original video, the true video, I watched it for like 2 seconds and I was like, okay, they're talking on the sideline. She's on the sidelines again. Scroll. So then when this other AI video came up on my feed and he literally spins. First of all, they start making out and I'll go, oh my God. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. How have I not seen this yet? And then when he picks her up and spins her around, I was like, this has got to be fake, right? Like I'm being punked. And then obviously I checked the comments.
Did you feel
so slighted? I feel so dumb. Like why is AI the way that it is?
Careful out there.
It is. Be careful in the streets. It's friggin' the wild, wild west. I couldn't get over it. So that was not great on my end. However, I also heard about Jordon that last week it was reported she was supposed to be on Dancing with the Stars this season. But they had to go their separate ways because she wanted too much control. She wanted to pick her dance partner, didn't want to do a lot of interviews, and wanted to dictate when practices were. So they had to, last minute, they found the girl from Fifth Harmony, and that's why it was her who was supposed to be on the show.
Man.
T.
They could have called me.
So that's the second show that she has wanted too much creative control over, and then it ended up backfiring.
Honestly,
just give up a little bit of the control.
I was gonna say she could like have maybe she's plotting the ultimate rebrand.
I think maybe
she must be. This is what I'm holding out hope for.
Yeah, exactly.
But Bill's team didn't really do that well again. Yeah. So they lost 34-9 against UCF, not UFC. LOL. And then UCF trolled Bill and Jordon specifically. So their mascot is the Knight, and they posted a photo of the Knight on the beach with the letter W, obviously for win, in homage to the famous video of Bill and Jordon doing
flying like an airplane, like you do with little kids.
Do with your niece and nephew.
Correct.
May we never forget that video. And UCF said, you're never going to forget it, actually.
Yep.
They posted that, and it was actually really...
They said mic drop.
That was too good. That was a good use of AI.
I love a good old-fashioned college football roast. Those get me every time. Because they're just freaking creative. Similarly to the USF football team, their social media manager, get her a raise, or him, because they had a Ring camera filming the celebration, like, on the sideline as guys were going back into the locker room. Everyone was like, is that a Ring camera?
And it kept ringing like, dun, dun,
yeah, and then they would like click the dun, 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 like the doorbell. And I was like, that is just so creative.
I'm so triggered.
Why did you think of that?
To that ring, though.
I know.
My mom's phone was going off like crazy this weekend. I was like, can you just turn it off, please? We live in a surveillance state now. Is this happening?
Yes.
I do want to see like somebody bring back a flip camera. Do you remember what that is?
Hello, I used a razor until my sophomore year of high school.
You did, girl. There's no one doing it like you out there.
No, there was no one like me back in the day. A T9 Word could do it under the table because I was so good with texting. And then my phone also had an extended battery, so it jutted out a little bit. It was not razor thin, so contrary to popular belief. But it would go days without charging. And I also played Tetris like a mother on that thing.
Oh my God.
Someone downloaded it before me and I just kept playing it.
I wonder why you're so smart. You have like less social media brain damage. Because I got a phone, like an iPhone in like 8th grade. That was problematic.
My parents were just, I think I broke too many other phones and they were like, you're in timeout. So
it was more of, okay.
Yeah. But it wasn't my fault. They were bad.
Anyway, it would be
bad
really,
manufacturers.
It would be really cool to get like a Razor video.
Would love it.
An Envy Touch video.
Yeah, just bad quality. Bring it back. Yeah. You know?
Vintage.
Life is a circle. And then finally, we do have to talk about a little bit of...
Okay. Let me start because I was so confused when you sent me this. So Caroline sent me this social media post that read in the whatever text on screen. Landry Kiffin, Lane's daughter, hard launching her relationship with Whit Weeks, LSU star linebacker. The week of the LSU Ole Miss game is peak college football drama. I'm sorry, I'm employed, so I don't know what the fuck that means. I was like, usually I can like kind of like get a little bit of it from reading the headline, but really quickly, why are people going cuckoo bananas over this?
Okay, so this is T. So Lane Kiffin, head coach of Ole Miss football.
Okay.
Landry Kiffin, his daughter.
Oh, God.
Landry Kiffin hard launched her relationship with the star linebacker of the team that her dad is playing against this week, the week of the game. Ooh. An SEC rival team.
Oh my God.
The week of the game. And like, they don't mess around with SEC football. And so
Wait, are Ole Miss and LSU like
they're not like
made? Yeah.
Yeah, but like they're in the same conference, so
Right.
obviously there's
enemies.
Yeah, there's tension there. So she posted an Instagram dump with the caption, happy with a smiley face. And the second photo is her sitting in his lap. So we can only assume.
What did her father say?
I know. So
we need to call him up.
He actually did, he's quite active on Twitter. So he reposted a tweet that he posted back in like May of like a family photo of him, his wife, and Landry. And he retweeted it and said, we'll be rooting for the Rebs, aka like Ole Miss Rebels. That's their whatever. But so interesting because last year when LSU and Ole Miss played, Weeks got into like a back and forth with Kiffin on the sideline.
Oh my God!
So I'm so here for it.
Thanksgiving's gonna be batshit this year.
You betcha.
In the Kiffin household.
And I'm like, okay. I think Lane Kiffin could run it down LSU's throat. He's going to be like, okay, you fuck around, you find out, pal.
Ooh, I'm actually really invested in this.
I know.
Oh,
I'm
this
like,
is a good one.
I know.
Okay, good job.
Thank you. Okay, I am so excited to introduce our next guest in the studio. It's been a while since we've had someone in the studio, which is like incredible. Amanda Balionis, thank you so much for joining us.
So excited to be here.
Amanda, you cover golf and football for CBS.
Yes.
Now, were you ever expecting to cover golf? Because I feel like
No.
Okay, go ahead. Because it's an interesting pairing, golf and football.
It is. It's a really interesting combination, but it couldn't have worked out any better. But I tell people all the time I fell into golf. I was born in Pittsburgh, so obviously born wrapped in a terrible towel. And all I ever cared about was being on the NFL sidelines. Like I remember watching Bonnie Bernstein and realizing that you could be that close to the action and being like, yeah, that's what I want to do. I think I was in 6th or 7th grade and I like never veered away from it. I was like really locked into this goal of covering football. I think because my family were huge NFL fans, right? So like, I wouldn't say we were always doing things together, but the times I can remember us doing things together was us watching the Steelers on the couch with like my grandmother. And
that
you know what
is so sweet.
Yeah, it's less about the X's and O's and more about that connection that
and
sports
just like a time
creates.
to come together.
Yes.
100%.
So yeah, it's a big community family thing for me. So yeah, I went to Hofstra specifically because I was convinced I was just going to go intern for the New York Jets, who at the time shared the facility. Yeah, not understanding that like a lot of other people also had this idea.
Don't think about the other people.
I did it.
But she manifested it
I
and
did.
it worked.
I remember telling my parents, here's the deal. I'm going to intern for the Jets, and then across the street is the Coliseum, so I'm going to intern for the Islanders.
Obviously.
And then I'm going to get an internship in the city. And they were like, okay. And that's exactly what happened, even though looking back, I'm like, oh my God.
I love how they never were like, girl, you need a reality check.
No,
that's amazing.
I don't think any of us knew. I mean, because I have no connection to the business. I think we were all equally, we had no idea what this actually entailed. So I interned for the Jets. I always say in the very boring era of Eric Mangini and Chad Pennington. Went to the Islanders. That was so much fun. We used to you became friends with the security guards. You could sneak into the concerts at the Coliseum with your college roommates. I saw Snoop Dogg a weird amount of times there. Awesome memories. And then I actually ended up doing a ton of internships in the city. And when I graduated, I was working Verizon Fios Channel 1 was just starting to become a thing. I did sideline for Princeton football, which now there's a full circle moment there. And then I got hired at the MSG network. I don't know if you guys remember this, but they used to do like this varsity game of the week, high school game of the week.
Okay.
So I felt like that was my big break.
Yeah.
That show had run for like 25, 30 years. My first season I was doing lacrosse, they canceled the show. So I was like, okay. But then they did like a spinoff, which is MSG Varsity, which was like a 24/7 high school channel. And so I did all of the tri-state big high school football games for them.
Huge, yeah.
And so I felt like I was like starting to find my footing, but I was really poor living in New York City in 300 square feet with another human, working 7 days a week because it was freelance, right? And then I got a call from a family friend who said, I know the PGA Tour is hiring an in-house reporter.
Huge.
And I was like, cool, I'm going to use this as a free vacation in Jacksonville, Florida, because it was like dead of winter in New York City. My car was under, right? Yeah. I was like, this is the only way I can afford it. They ended up offering me the job and I kind of fell into golf. And a few years later, I was then only known as the golf girl, so I couldn't get hired anywhere else. And I was like, but wait, I'm the football girl.
Yeah.
They're like, no, you're the golf girl. You don't know anything else.
That's so
You
tough.
definitely know your thing though, because before we started recording, like so I'm the non-expert here. Caroline, sweet Caroline, tells me everything I need to know about sports. And I was just sitting here like listening to the two of you talk. Listening to women talk about football is so fun. I have my heart rate was not elevated. I did not have
very calm, reasonable conversation.
No, seriously, it was so pleasant. I could just sit and listen to you guys for hours.
Oh, I love that.
No,
but yeah,
it's great.
so I ended up working for the tour for 5 years, and then full circle got hired by CBS, and now I do NFL and golf. And one of my fellow announcers actually was a Princeton football player. So that very first sideline job, I think he had maybe just graduated
Oh my
a few
God.
years before. I know.
That's
so a lot
insane.
of full circle moments, but happy to be here.
No,
I do
it's
love
perfect.
that.
Yeah.
Well, we'll ask you some football questions later, but I do want to ask you about this Ryder Cup that's coming up. But for somebody who doesn't know anything about golf, perhaps that's me. Not
That's
the golf
okay.
variety. Can you just like give us a scoop on the Ryder Cup? What is it? Why is it different from other tournaments?
Yeah, so the Ryder Cup is one of just 2 team events that we have really in the world of golf. So the Ryder Cup and the President's Cup. But the Ryder Cup is the OG. And this is Team Europe versus Team USA. It started back in like the 20s.
Oh my gosh.
It's one of the longest standing team events in sports. And it's arguably the most anticipated, most intense team rivalry that you're going to see in all of golf. Like the moment it ends, players are talking about it the very next day for the next one. So it happens every 2 years. So players earn their roster spot over a 2-year performance.
Wow. So it's like how well you golf in like the 2
How
years
well you
leading
play,
up.
and it's on
Okay.
like this 2-year rolling point system.
Okay.
And the top 6 players at the end of the 2 years lock in their spot. So your spot is earned. So that's what everyone's trying to do. Everybody wants to earn one of those top 6 spots. The next 6 spots, so there's 12 guys on each team, is a captain's pick.
Oh.
So that's really where the drama starts to happen.
I like
and
that.
this year, more than any other year, is probably the most anticipated Ryder Cup in recent memory for multiple reasons.
Okay, yeah, why is that?
One, Team USA shook things up in a big way. The PGA of America is who decides who's going to be the captain for Team USA. And I don't know if have you guys watched Full Swing?
Yes.
No.
Okay,
yes.
you have to
It's
watch
on my
it.
list.
So for those of you listening who don't know much, go back and watch the season where Keegan Bradley is fighting to become a member of the Ryder Cup team. It's I think it was in season 2 or 3. Historically, the Ryder Cup captains, we know who they are. They're old school guys. It's kind of from the same like old boys club system. And Keegan Bradley opened up his home and his time and got really vulnerable about how badly he wanted to be back on a Ryder Cup team. And he actually told me in an interview at the Tour Championship that season that he was filming, he got really honest and said, listen, I don't think I'm going to be a captain's pick, even though he was a multiple time winner. He deserved to be on that team.
Yeah.
He said, because I haven't done a good enough job of making friends. And he's an older guy, right? His first year, I believe, was in 2011. And there's been very much like a shift on the PGA Tour where there's a lot of friends now who hang out together. They live in the
I
same
feel like
cities.
they're all together all the time.
Right. Well,
yeah.
Keegan was right before that really started to happen.
Okay.
So he had that chip on his shoulder, kind of that Michael Jordan attitude. Like he wears Jordans. He has that really savage attitude about him that like, I'm trying to beat you. We're not friends.
Right.
And he said, I think that's going to come back to bite me. I don't think I'm going to be picked because I don't think I have friends that are going to fight for me to be on this team. And he was right. He was left off the team. Team USA goes on to lose. Oh, and it became this really heartbreaking, poignant moment where it's like, well, should that matter as much as it matters? So out of nowhere, when they're announcing the U.S. Ryder Cup captain, which is usually an older veteran who's maybe about to not be on the PGA Tour or isn't on the PGA Tour anymore, they announced Keegan Bradley as the captain.
Oh my God.
And it
I'm on the edge of
surprised
my
him
seat.
as much as it surprised everybody else. He had no idea this was coming.
Oh, that's crazy.
He got the phone call and was like, what? But the Full Swing season made such an impact on the PGA of America.
Oh my God.
And everybody fell in love with Keegan, his passion, the story. And I think honestly realized it's time to change things up here.
Yeah.
Like this isn't working the way we want it to work anymore. So Keegan Bradley then goes on this season to have an unbelievable year once again.
Right.
And he is looking to maybe become the first playing captain since Arnold Palmer.
Oh my
all the way
God.
back in the 60s.
Oh, that's
Players
crazy.
are telling him, Keegan, pick yourself. You can pick yourself. After 2 years ago, nobody wanted him on this team. Now, all of a sudden, he has the chance to pick himself. And I really think he would have had to have won the tour championship to feel like he earned the right to pick himself.
Right.
He didn't. He did not pick himself. He went with being a really strong leader. He made his 6 picks. And on the other side, Team Europe is trying to win for the first time on U.S. soil for the first time since 2012.
Wow.
Historically, the home team has the advantage.
Right.
Rory McIlroy, undoubtedly the clear leader of this team. He has been talking so much trash.
Love it.
About beating Team USA in New York. He wants all of the New Yorkers to come out. He wants the trash talk.
Yeah. I love that.
I'm not kidding you. In almost every interview, he talks about winning the Ryder Cup at Bethpage Black.
I
mean,
also
these
feel
guys
like the Ryder Cup, like you typically see, like the polite golf class, like country club etiquette. The Ryder Cup, people are like scream chanting USA.
It's out the window.
It's crazy.
And I don't know if this is also something you guys can go back and look at. Like, there was almost a fist fight a couple years ago.
What is that, hockey?
Yeah, I mean, it was
crazy.
like outside the clubhouse, like people weren't happy with the way Patrick Cantlay did something, and then Rory starts getting in a fight. The caddies are breaking it up. I mean, it is unlike anything you've ever seen in golf.
And it's a non-contact sport.
Right.
Yeah, let's remember that.
So
That's
the intensity is through the roof. Team Europe has been, they're not shying away from this. They're ready to come in and take this cup, and Team USA knows what's on the line. They've changed things up. The team chemistry seems better than it's ever been. But also, if you're Keegan Bradley, you don't want to be the one to give up the cup at home for the first time since 2000.
Totally, because then that's almost like your legacy, which is like almost, it's a double-edged sword.
And knowing his history, it's like he's probably feeling so much pressure right now.
He cares so much. He cares more about this than I think probably anybody else at this point.
Okay, well, you kind of mentioned it in your answer with golf being traditionally like a boys' club.
Yes.
We've seen like the rise of women's sports, whether it's the WNBA, whether it's through NIL as of late. When do you think the LPGA is going to have its moment? Or when do you just think that like women in the PGA kind of circuit, like even yourself, are going to just become more of the norm?
I think that's already happening.
Okay.
And sometimes, when you're in it, it's hard to see the change. And then you take a step back and you're like, oh my gosh. Like when I started in 2011, no one was really doing what I was doing.
Right.
I was the in-house pro for the tour. So I guess that role was historically held by a woman. But when I was brought on by CBS, they never had anyone that was even like under the age of 40 there for a long time, right? And no one there to do just interviews. Dottie Pepper obviously is a legend, and she's been on our airways. But I mean, now you take a look around, and I could name off the top of my head 6 or 7 women who are really forward-facing, really impactful, covering both the PGA Tour, the LPGA Tour. I think the introduction of digital media, I mean, that has taken off for the game of golf, especially since
COVID. And like
COVID.
the players themselves, like I feel like they have become more popular.
Yes, they're all kind of owning this space a little bit more, and it's becoming more fun.
Yeah.
And I think because it's becoming more fun, it's becoming a little bit younger, and now women are becoming more interested, right? So I think it's kind of like that snowball effect in a really great way.
Yep.
And then you take a look at the LPGA. I mean, Nelly Korda
insane
is everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Charlie Hall is everywhere. There's so, I mean, if you watch Happy Gilmore 2, right? Nancy Lopez, Hall of Famer, Nelly Korda is they're all making their appearances and cameos right alongside the PGA Tour stars. So I think the women's game is gaining popularity. I think systemically there's some change that needs to happen with the way it's broadcast, where it's broadcast. I always say that the PGA Tour, every Saturday and Sunday, if you're a golf fan, you can turn it on at 3 p.m. Eastern time, either on CBS or NBC. Golf's going to be on.
Right.
The LPGA is a little bit hard to find right now.
Yeah.
So I think consistency is key.
Totally.
Allowing them to tee it up at golf courses that fans want to see, right? Like fans are turning on PGA Tour oftentimes because they want to look at Pebble Beach. They want to look at Augusta National. They want to look at Riviera.
Yeah.
They want to watch at TPC Scottsdale for the Phoenix Open, right? It's just as much about the vibe in the course as it is about the competitors.
Yeah.
So I think the new commissioner of the LPGA, I think he's going to knock this out of the park, and I think he understands the difference.
That's
so
great.
I think the evolution's happening.
Okay.
And I think it's just going to continue to get
That's so
better.
exciting. I like that a lot. And you know what? Like for me personally, when I play golf with my husband, I like to I play Scott golf is what his name is Scott. I like to call it Scott style golf. Very chill. I get to pick up the ball here and there if I'm not liking where I
Fun
hit.
golf.
Yeah, we play music.
So
It's like,
funny.
okay, let's just like make it a little bit less like tight buttoned up and like
I want to play Scott golf.
Yeah,
Come
Scott
on.
golf is very fun. Everyone should try
Well,
it.
and that's actually a really cool thing actually about this Ryder Cup is it's being played at Bethpage Black, which is a public course. And there's 5 courses there, right? So it's also really fun to show the accessibility of the game, not just the country club fancy
Right.
part.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
like, hey, watch this on TV, watch the trash talking, watch these drunk New Yorkers heckle probably everyone.
Everyone.
You know what I mean? That's why we
Everyone.
love New
Yes.
York.
Yeah.
And then you can also go check it out and go book yourself a tea time. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna transition and end this with quick rapid fire. First thing that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Who is going to be in the Super Bowl and who will win?
Oh my God, those are really hard questions.
You're so mean for that.
Started out
You're
with a
crazy.
really
Oh gosh, I would have said the Ravens before last night, but now
agree.
I'm thinking. Okay, this is such a hot take, but I'm just going to do it. I think the Colts. I think the Colts can make
I
it.
love it.
They're playing the best football through the first 3 weeks. I just did their game last weekend. If Shane Steichen can keep their guys on track, I think that could be interesting. And why not then go with that being the ultimate revenge game and have the Eagles?
Oh my God, love it.
Eagles Colts would be wild.
That would be insane.
Yeah,
but
let's
I
go
could see
that.
it. Okay, done. Love it. Perfect. Gut instincts,
Did
baby.
you ask about halftime show predictions?
Oh, okay. Do you have a halftime show prediction? Because there's a couple rumors swirling.
I totally believe it's Taylor Swift.
Me too.
Really?
But
Yes.
I believe it because I want it to be that way.
Me
you
too.
know? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
All the Easter eggs have to lead to the Super Bowl
it
halftime.
makes too much
the
sense.
bread. The
Makes-
bread.
makes way too much
Yeah.
sense. I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more.
Okay,
Go ahead.
dream athlete to interview.
Dream athlete to interview. Oh, my biggest regret is never getting the chance to actually shake the hand of and talk to Arnold Palmer. As a Pittsburgh girl, I was around him. I was at his tournament multiple times, never had the chance to do it. That would have been a really cool one
Do
to
you
do.
usually have the courage now to shake the hand if you are really feeling it, or are you still shy?
No, that one was a lesson learned.
Yeah.
For sure.
You
That
almost
was the
need to
one.
learn that lesson though to
Yeah.
then,
Yeah.
like gain the confidence to do it. I
Yeah.
get that. Okay, what is the one thing you can't travel without when you're on the road for whether it's golf or whatever?
Ooh, what's one thing I can't travel without? Oh, probably my pre and probiotics because my stomach hurts all the time.
Oh my God.
Stars, they're just like
tummy
us.
issues.
Yeah,
Come
no,
on.
it's so
On the
relatable.
road, it's so hard.
No, it really
Yeah.
is. And you're usually eating like the craziest food.
Yes.
Totally get it. Okay, shall we send it?
Send it.
Okay, I'm going to also, they're linked, right? So I could show if you haven't
Yeah.
seen it. Okay, great.
So basically, Send It is our segment where we just talk about viral sports content from this
Love
week.
this.
Very fun, very lighthearted.
Okay.
We'll just have you react.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can start with the first one.
Okay, I'm going to talk about, have you seen, Skims by Kim Kardashian?
Yeah.
Did you see that Skims and Nike are
I
collaborating?
sure did.
So did you see that video with all the
Yes.
gorgeous women
Serena,
athletes?
Jordan Child,
Nelly.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
name
we
it,
just
they're
talked
in
about
it.
it.
It's crazy.
My God.
Yeah.
I was just loving that ad. I love also, normally I'm like a little not into celebrity brands, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I'm just a skeptical hater like that sometimes. But I looked at the line. I'm probably going to make a purchase.
I
Yes.
could
I'm
see
going to make
myself
a
making a
purchase.
purchase as well. I loved it, but also I think it was hilarious. Miles Garrett commented.
Oh yeah, on Chloe Kim's
Yes.
Instagram post.
Well, Miles Garrett is also like a big fashion guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So many NFL players are. It's kind of crazy.
Miles Garrett, that doesn't surprise me one bit. And also, we love Miles Garrett.
Yeah, no.
He's
There was a clip of him talking about how one of the players on the Packers this past week said, like, Miles Garrett got around him, and Miles Garrett was like, all I heard him say was, Jordan, run! Because Miles Garrett was coming for him. And I was like, oh, that is hysterical.
God.
I love that so
Incredible.
much.
Okay, my send it is for, I don't know if you've seen this, but there was a TikTok posted by a girl whose mom is going through chemotherapy for ovarian cancer, but she's an obsessed Eagles fan. So she DM'd Devontae Smith's girlfriend and asked, hey, fiance, hey, if I shipped you this jersey, could you sign it and then send it back to me? nope, Maya Danielle did better than that. She said, I'm actually going to hand deliver this to you at the hospital. And the mom was like, you can hear the girl like crying as she's giving it to her mom. It's so sweet. The mom's in so much shock. I'm like, oh my God.
I know.
I'm now like the biggest Devontae Smith fan just because of his fiance.
Literally. I just got goosebumps.
I know.
But that's the community we're talking about, right? Like sports brings people together in ways that nothing else in this world can.
Completely.
That's an unbelievable moment, and that's what it's all about.
I know. And it's just like, you probably made her freaking, not even her week, her day, like her month. That was probably like so special to her. Ugh, love it.
Social media. Okay, my turn. Did you see the video of Josh Hart of the New York Knicks? So his twin toddlers participated in Macy's. They had like a Macy's New York Fashion Week little runway. And his toddlers, I don't know whose idea this was, to put two little toddlers, twins, by the way, twin boys. They have to be like 2 years old max. And they're going to walk the runway. They stand at the back of the runway like, the fuck do we do now? Like, they're just looking around.
I didn't know we're allowed to swear on this podcast. Can we run it back?
They're just like, what are we supposed to do now? And they're just like literally frozen. They start walking a little bit. This woman's walking with them too. And then one of them falls and she's like picking him up. And then Josh Hart's like, you know what? No. Dad mode activated. He gets up from he's watching his kids walk down. He probably just like tried to take an Instagram video.
Love
you know
it.
what I mean?
Love it so much.
And he gets on the stage and he just starts walking with them because he's like, I cannot bear to watch this. And they're so
my God, that's so cute.
Honestly, like impressed that there were no like full mental like breakdown tears by the toddlers.
Oh no, same.
Like
they held it together.
My nieces and nephews, there would have been a many.
I know. You take them to a wedding, they're always crying in the pictures.
Let me tell you.
Some of them love the attention. Like Scottie Scheffler's son, Bennett, who has been there for every win.
Yes.
No one leans into the moment more than Bennett.
And he's like running across the green.
He's so happy.
Oh
I did
God.
an interview with him at Memorial. He had a blowout.
You witnessed the blowout firsthand.
I sure did. And he was the happiest baby with a blown out diaper.
course.
Could not have cared less.
He's like,
did it
there's
for
a camera
attention.
on me.
He did it for
Sorry,
attention.
got a
It's a
smile.
star.
Yeah.
Yes.
And like the meme that went around of him of being like, it's my dad's like 18th win this year. Like, get over yourselves, guys. I'm like, this is incredible. Okay, last but not least, in case you want to feel old, the cast of none other than Bring It On reunited and gathered for their 25th anniversary
really
screening and reunion. So that was tough because I don't ever want to admit that was 25 years ago.
That was the year 2000, y'all.
Ugh, gross.
Have you ever seen that when someone tests you, they say, "Brr, it's cold in here," and then they say if they can't finish that sentence, they are too young.
Okay,
for you.
wait.
That's
I'm
such
sorry.
a
Did
good
that
one.
originate from Bring It On?
Yeah.
What?
Like, no. I knew. The thing is, it was so ingrained in me. I just thought it was like a pop culture thing.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
I
get
thought-
out.
Bring
You're
it
too
on.
young.
Yeah, you're too young.
There must be some astros in the atmosphere. I said burn.
It's
cold
cold
in
in here.
asteroids.
No,
Astros.
there must be
Toros
some
and plovers.
toros.
Toros.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh my
well,
God.
Guys, everyone needs to rewatch
Okay,
the movie.
what was your favorite quote? Do you have a favorite quote that comes to mind from that movie? Or diss? Honestly, it's a movie
No,
full of
but you know what I've
disses.
seen? I think it lives rent free in my head a weird amount. And I never told my boyfriend this, but I think about it every time we brush our teeth next to each other.
Oh my God.
The
Yes.
toothbrush.
It's literally a silent scene.
It's the most awkward, iconic scene
Yes.
on the planet. And I think about it. It lives rent free in my head.
That's
for I
such a
guess
good
the last
one.
25
Oh, absolutely. Oh my God.
Oh, God.
Oh my God. Okay, so now we usually pick which one is our favorite of the four that we just talked about. So we have the Nike ad with Skims. We have the Devontae Smith jersey. We have the Josh Hart and his toddlers, or we have Bring It On. Blake, you may do the honors. What was your favorite?
Mine is Bring It On. I know it's surprising to you. I was only 2 years old when the movie came out. But I have a distinct memory of watching it. It was like Hurricane Sandy week in my fucking hometown, I swear to God.
Yeah.
And my sister-in-law was like, we're going to watch it. And I was like, okay. She gave me a cultural education that night.
As she
She
should.
did.
She's like almost 40, so she's like, you know.
Yeah.
What was yours?
I'm going to go the jersey.
yeah.
I
it's
mean, that's
like
just like,
the
come
heart,
on, man.
I know.
Yeah.
How could you not, you know?
Are you Jersey too?
I think I'm Jersey
You're
too.
right. That's a heart.
You know, anything that makes me cry on TikTok is immediately my new favorite
Yes.
video. Whether that's like a good cry or a bad cry, I
Right.
don't know. But yeah,
She's a softie. She's softie.
Softy doesn't even begin. Doesn't even begin. Okay, I think that's all we have for this episode.
That's all
of
that
Well
we have.
Played.
Well, thank you for joining us in the studio.
Thanks for having
best.
me.
Come back again one day.
So much
Guys,
fun. Yeah.
Can I
please come
just
back?
petition to be the third co-host?
Yes.
absolutely.
A tri-host?
Yeah.
Okay.
Signed. Done. Okay, put it into action.
We've been needing a golf girl who can also talk about football.
Well, do I have the girl for you?
You know what? If you are back on the East Coast like when playoffs are coming up, and you have, I know you have such a free schedule, and you have a free moment, we'll have you back on. We'll talk playoffs.
That would be so fun.
It would be so perfect.
But only if it's Colts and Eagles. Yeah, totally. If not, I'm gonna be really embarrassed.
No, it's fine. It's gonna be. She's manifesting it. We've seen how well that works. Yes.
It's true. What, like it's hard?
And on that note, thanks for listening to Well Played, everybody.
The only podcast in League of Its Own.